Welcome back to day 11 of the Habit Challenge. We're doing something every day this month, whether we feel like it or not. Today, we're going to talk about goals and breaking our goals down into smaller chunks to make it easier to get started. So let's say you have a goal to run a 5K race. Okay, break this down into something simpler here. What are the skills you need to build in order to achieve that goal? Well, some of the skills would include having the strength and endurance to run that long. Those are skills you need to build. Okay, and then take those skills and break them down into practices, things you would do on a regular basis. So that might be running 3 days a week. So you want to build the practice of running 3 days a week in order to build your endurance and strength in order to achieve that goal. And then go one step further and take those practices and come up with small actions. They could be 5-minute actions, basically small concrete steps, things that you do on a regular basis to help you build this practice of running 3 days a week. So some actions you could take would be to set an alarm the night before to remind you to get up early so you can go for a run in the morning. It might be to put your running clothes out beside your bed, so you have that visual reminder to put your running clothes on and head out the door for a run in the morning. It might be to put your running shoes beside the front door. Maybe you put a note for the first few times, you're trying to build this habit of doing it. You might forget, put a note by the coffee pot in the morning. You make your coffee. Oh, right. There's that reminder. Go for a run today. Okay. So these are small actions that you can take that are really easy to do. They make it really, really simple. And when you engage in these on a regular basis, it can help you build this practice of running 3 days a week. And over time, those actions and practices become habits. So it becomes a habit to just set your alarm without thinking about it, to put out your running clothes the night before, to put your shoes by the door. It becomes a habit to do those things, and you start to do those things without thinking. And then you build that habit of running on a regular basis, which can help you achieve that goal. And the cool thing about this is when you're building habits, it can help to take your stress away from focusing on the goal rather than obsessing about the goal. How close am I to the goal? How much work do I have to do? You're focusing on the daily actions and habits you need to engage in and build in order to get there. And once you've achieved that goal, so you've run your 5K, sorry, my tentacle's in the way, you've run your 5K, you have the habits in place to strive for a bigger goal now. Now you already have the habit of running on a regular basis. Say your next goal is to run a 10K. You've already built those habits, so it's going to be a lot easier to keep going with that and achieve that bigger goal now that you've started this process. Okay, so this is an awesome way to break it down into small, manageable steps so we can get started towards that big goal we have. Okay, so that's it for today, day 11. Tomorrow we'll be back, day 12, and we'll be talking more about goals. So we'll see you then. Whoa, that was some suction. Have a good one.